studio all the way from Norway. Thanks for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, for sure. And you're performing tonight out at the A&R Music Bar. It's a sold-out show right here in Columbus, so that has to feel good.
Yes,
Sold-out shows. Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and introduce your band on stage as well?
I'm here with Magnus on the cajon and Martin on the guitar, and also backing vocals, both of them. Really nice guys.
Yeah, very nice guys. So you do have this album. It's called All My Demons Greeting Me as a Friend, which is out now on Glass Note Records. And that butterfly image on the cover, it's so striking. It's such a beautiful image. Is there a hidden message there? Does it represent anything like a transition or a metamorphosis?
Well, there are many of them, I think, but I think I like it when people can create their own meanings behind what I do without me interfering with them.
Leave it open to interpretation.
Behind what I do without me interfering with them.
Leave it open to interpretation?
Yes.
I think there's something very romantic or poetic about that. Absolutely. I think that you can hear that in the way that you express yourself, just with like your poetry and your lyrics as well, you know, leaving it open to interpretation. Is that correct?
Oh, well, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that you have this photo on your Facebook, and it is attached to a beautiful poem, but you credit wardrobe and makeup to, I think they're family members.
Mm-hmm.
So is your family with you on this journey as well?
Well, yes, in many ways. My two sisters.
Mm-hmm.
I have two older sisters, Victoria and Miranda, and they're both really wonderful, both as a support and the fact that one of them is a makeup artist and the other is a designer. So it's good to have them on board every time I'm going to do music videos or important TV shows or photo shoots, all the things that I don't really like to do.
But you do them.
Yes. It's a part of them. It's just strange, you know.
Yeah.
It's nice to have them with me.
Help you kind of cultivate that look, I suppose. Did your sister design what you're wearing today?
Oh no, this was I bought it on the vintage place, and the arms looked like something really weird, so I cut them off with a knife.
You altered them yourself? That's good. Do you get to do a lot of vintage shopping when you're on tour? Do you get to check out the places that you're visiting?
Well, sometimes, yes, if I have time.
Yeah.
It's nice to I don't know, it feels like they've had some history in the place, like many years before I find them in the store.
Yeah.
So it's nice to find vintage clothes from different places.
That works. Yeah. Then you take it and you make it your own. Now, tell me about your home in Norway. Am I pronouncing this right? Is it Os? I don't know.
Os. Os. Yeah.
Os. I've never been. I'd love to visit. It seems very cold, but also very magical at the same time.
Well, it can be very cold, but it can also be warm in summertime if we're lucky and it's not raining. What did you say? It's magical. Yes, very magical, especially where I live. I live by the ocean, in the forest. We have a few neighbors, but not many, and it's very quiet.
Yeah.
And it's very beautiful. I'm very inspired.
I was going to ask you, what inspires you when you're home? Anything in particular? It sounds like you just told us everything, being by the water and...
Well, yeah, I'm very inspired by the scenery outside my window. My piano is by the window, so I look at the ocean and the islands and the trees every time I write a song at home. And it's almost impossible to not be inspired by that, I think. But many things inspire me, everything.
It sounds nice. I kind of want to come visit. I'm going to come look you up when I'm there.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and do another song here in the big room. Again, Aurora joining us as she is performing tonight. A&R Music Bar sold out show tonight. Doors are at 7 o'clock. What are you going to do for us now?
We're going to do a song called Warrior.
Nice. Awesome. Give it up. This is Aurora.
I fall asleep in my own tears. I cry for the world, for everyone. And I built a boat to float in. I'm floating away. I can't recall last time I opened my eyes to see the world less beautiful. And I built a cage to hide in. I'm hiding, I'm trying to battle the night. Let love conquer your mind. Warrior, warrior, yeah. And just just reach out for the light. Warrior, warrior, yeah. I am a warrior, yeah, yeah, yeah. Warrior, warrior, I am a warrior, yeah, yeah, yeah. Warrior, warrior, love. I stand behind a wall of people and thoughts mind controlling, and I hold a sword to guide me. I'm fighting my way. I can't recall last time I opened my eyes to see the world that's beautiful, and I built a cage to hide in. I'm hiding, I'm trying to battle the night. Ha ha ha! You let love conquer your mind. Warrior, warrior, and just reach out for the light. Warrior, warrior, I am a warrior, yeah, yeah, yeah. Warrior, warrior, I am a warrior, yeah, yeah, yeah. Warrior, underneath darkened skies, and there's a light that the light. Let love conquer your mind. Warrior, warrior, and just reach out for the light. Warrior, warrior, I am a warrior, yeah, yeah, yeah. Warrior, warrior, I am a warrior, yeah, yeah, yeah. Warrior, warrior, love. I'm a warrior, love. I'm a warrior, love. Warrior, love.
We're hanging out with Aurora live in our big room studio again. Thank you so much for being here with us today and, performing here in Columbus tonight. A sold-out show. Columbus loves you. That's fantastic. Now, I do want to ask you about something that you did earlier this year. I'm a big David Bowie fan, like huge Bowie fan, and I love your cover of Life on Mars that you did.
Thank you.
And that was featured on HBO's Girls. That's the first time that I heard it. Was that something that you recorded for the show, or was that something that you had been working on already?
Oh no, I have been doing it live for almost 2 years.
Okay.
I think a bit more, because I've always loved the song, and I think actually the song that's been used on Girls was recorded many months before the actual show.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think one of the girls from Girls, maybe the Lena Dunham,
Mhm.
yeah, she heard the song, I think, and I think she asked us to if she could borrow it. I
Yeah.
guess, if that's what you say. And I was very honored. It was a nice scene. It fitted.
It fit the show very, very well, but I absolutely love that version. Do you have any special connection to that song or any reason why you've been covering it for so long?
Oh yes, at least 11 reasons.
At least 11.
It's it fits the world, especially right now, and it always has. And I think, the way the society is and has been for many years, I think, is the main reason why he wrote the song in the first place, and it's definitely why I feel connected to it as well, because it's a very satisfying song to sing
Yeah.
these days. It's a very fascinating imagery of the world, I think. Very, very good song.
Yeah, very, very beautiful, absolutely. Now, I heard that this past year you had a big fan meet you backstage, Katy Perry. She's a big fan of your music. And she was really excited to meet you. But I was wondering, who have you been most excited to meet since you've been out and, you know, playing shows around the world or just appearing on talk shows?
Well, it's not... Or my excitement is not built around who I'm excited to meet, I think.
Okay.
I'm excited to meet everyone that brings good energy to the world and to me, and Katy Perry is definitely one of them. She's a wonderful person that just enjoys music, and I love the way she keeps coming back to our shows. She's a very loyal and wonderful.
She's been to more than one show.
Supporter, yeah. I think
awesome.
all of our LA shows, and she's wonderful. But it's not like it's a pleasure to meet everyone that has a good energy to them.
That's a good way to put it, absolutely. I do want to ask you one last question. After All My Demons was released, pretty quickly you said that you've already been writing more demos and lyrics, songs, poems, etc. So we can expect to hear a lot more from Aurora, and that's exciting. But what are your plans as of now? Like, what's next? What are you looking forward to?
Well, I'm trying to take an hour at a time, because we live a very strange and beautiful but busy life.
Yeah.
So first I'm looking forward to eating dinner, because that's one of the highlights of the day. I think I'm going to get some soup.
Sounds nice.
And then I'm looking forward to the show.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to do some filming, some secret filming that might be enjoyable in the future.
Some secret filming, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that.
Yes. And then I'm going home for a few days before I'll be back in the States again. But I'm mostly looking forward to Christmas, because that's my favorite thing in the whole world. As you can see, I'm wearing a Christmas dress today. I'm very excited.
Have you done your holiday shopping yet?
No, but I've discovered, yes, this dress I did buy a few days ago. And also, you have a chocolate here in the States, which is called peppermint bark.
Yes,
or
peppermint bark, yeah.
Bark. And it's really good. And I bought like many boxes of it. I'm gonna bring it home and eat it.
You're gonna ship home a bunch of peppermint bark candy.
Yes.
I love that. That's fantastic. Well, cool. Well, thank you again so much for being here. Let's do one more song.
Yes.
Awesome. What's your final song today?
It's my happy song. It's called Conqueror.
Awesome. Awesome. You guys give it up. It's Aurora.
There we go.
Okay. We try once again. Just kidding. This is Conqueror.
Hey.
Broken mornings, broken nights, and broken days in between. Open ground, the sky is open, makes an open scene. Just like in fiction, in every addiction of fantasies taking over, awake me. I've been looking for the conqueror, but you don't seem to come my way. I've been looking for the only one, but you don't seem to come my way. Broken me and broken diamond, you are broken too. Open ears, their eyes are open, makes me cold for you. There is no seduction, only destruction of fantasy. Take me over and break me. I've been looking for the conqueror, but you don't seem to come my way. I've been looking for the only one,
Note, and check her out tonight if you got your tickets. It's sold out. Doors are at 7 o'clock at the A&R Music Bar. Again, thank you so much for being here. You guys are wonderful.
Thank you for having us.
And have a great holiday. Have a great Christmas. I know you're very excited.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Another big round of applause for Aurora. Anytime, we will turn things back over to Control Central. That was awesome. That was great, absolutely.
All right, guys, we will do a quick meet and greet with the band. If you don't mind lining up the bar over here.
All good? Yours, I think? Yes, that was beautiful. All good.
Good job, Rachel. She's not the cutest thing I've ever seen.
I know. I restarted him because there was like 3 minutes left. So. Yeah.
I'll be back.
Yep. Yeah. Brian will do his stuff.
Yeah, I think this is the last one on the list, right? I'm sure you'll get a couple emails from me soon. Probably after the holidays.
That was a pretty amazing big room with Aurora. So hopefully every Monday can act that way.
You're such a dork. What are you doing? Are you Facebook Live?
Periscope.
Oh, you're Periscoping it.
Periscope.
Alright. Maybe I'll see you with the prom. Band of Horses. I'll see you there. Okay, cool. I hope not. See ya.
She's super fun. Silly.
No, they force you to have a thing.
Let's go with someone out at a party, and the sucker punched me, and yeah, I got thrown out. So it happens. It's no big deal.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks a lot worse. I'm the only mean person around.
Apparently not mean enough.
Yeah, I guess not.
That was amazing. Thank you. That was amazing.
This is it, right? So,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Thank you. You too.
You guys need a ride?
Thank you.
Just gonna take it over to the venue.
I mean, I don't drive. I'm not a big car. Just the 3 of you?
No, it's just me now because they're staying for different.
Yeah, that's us right there. That's the corner of
So if
Bachelor.
it's like here.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, we're just in front of the building. You know where it is. Yep.
Okay. Fun night!
Okay, awesome. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Thanks. Have a good show tonight. Yeah, thank you.
Go to you.
Ready?
No, they actually.
1, 2, 3. Great.
All right, thanks a lot. Good show.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, thanks a lot.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. You. You're magic.
Oh, yeah. You have, yes, you have. Oh, there's a table right over there. I'm throwing your things on the floor. I'm not.
The only acoustic stuff we have is like the arms.
Good luck tonight.
I've never seen a case for one of those.
I was gonna say, it's got a little box. No, I said that's great. Brilliant. I don't think I've ever seen one in a case.
We're ready?
Oh, almost there.
I love you.
It's brilliant.
Actually, this is a rental, but I have one on my own, which is smaller. It'll actually fit into.
Okay, we're over
Yeah.
components.
So I just put my personal
Right, inside it, right, yeah, exactly.
my shoes and stuff.
Right, that makes sense. It also keeps it protected.
Yes. Hands up.
Nice.
Okay, nice. Okay.
Who did you get one? There. For you.
Thank you so
We'll do a
much.
quick step photo.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then we'll have you sign our board.
Yes, yes.
Alright, let me get the step.
What's that?
En liten åpen.
Yes, yes. That was amazing. Absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
I was trying to think it was like Sinead O'Connor and India combined with a little bit of the sugar cubes off to the side.
Oh, thank you.
This is for you. We can go ahead and sign the board.
Oh, yes.
And
Yeah.
then we'll do a step photo as everybody comes up here. So whatever you'd like. Plenty of room. Did you guys want
Make something creatively arty.
Jeg glemmer litt at det var noe, da.
Ja, men det er jo vår.
Det er sant, det føles litt som å få...
Before we go to Portugal, can she was specific about her because her voice was like a so.
No, I had her last year. She was in Chicago and she lost it.
Yeah.
She didn't show, but she didn't.
Alright. Let's do a photo of these two real quick, and then we'll do it.
Lost in
Right, that's right after I had her when she got back.
I took a couple.
Awesome.
Jason, Shelby.
Jason.
Jason, Shelby, Randy, Rachel. I know.
Come on, Jason, Shelby. Jason with the black eye.
You might step in our photo for us.
Playing bouncer. I love it. Jason playing bouncer, throwing people out.
Why is it? Yeah, I'm getting it. I'll just get it right here.
Which button?
Come on, Dr. Shade.
I'm in ready. Just wait for your boy. Everybody cheese.
Everybody cheese.
Come on, Joe.
Go.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Let's see.
What else do we need to do?
Liners.
Liners, and then she has to do step check.
Yeah.
Right, so.
You want to follow me downstairs?
Check.
Do liners. I'll bring it right back.
Perfect.
I'll bring it right back up.
Cool. Beautiful. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy.
Looking forward to Thanksgiving.
Absolutely.